This is part 2 of January month current affairs. So we will continue from where we had left last time. So now we have to start with defense. Okay, let me read it out. IAF C-130. IAF C-130. In a first C-130 Super Hercules tactile transport aircraft to Indian Air Force made a night landing in Kargil near LOC, which is border along Pakistan, and it is developed by Lockheed Martin, which is a company of United States. So what is this like? If they ask question of C-30, sometimes seen in news is related to it's an transport aircraft, means it is required to transport men from one place to another place during the war. They will transport tanks and all. In the movies you will see now people jumping with parachute from the aircraft. It is that aircraft. So Indian Air Force C-130, and it has been developed by which company? Lockheed Martin. Now we have Drishti 10 Starliner. It is the first indigenously manufactured unmanned aerial vehicle for Navy. So in movies you might have seen these kind of UAVs, like unmanned aerial vehicles, generally used by USA to target the countries in the Middle East. So like that type of we also have created, whose name is Drishti 10 Starliner, and it has been developed by Adani Defense Aerospace. This can stay in the air up to 36 hours and can carry a payload of around 450 kg, and it can fly in all weather, day, night, anything. So basic thing what you have to know, Drishti Skyline is an unmanned aerial vehicle. Ugram, very easy to remember. Just it's a assault rifle, a gun which looks like similar to AK-47 gun. So it is Ugram. Remember in Ugram movie, gun. That's it. Next we have Akash NG. DRDO conducts successful flight test of the next generation Akash missile on the coast of Odisha. So, which what is this Akash? It is surface to air missile. Basically, you have to know what kind of missile is Akash. It is surface to air. From the name only, it is very clear, na? Akash means moving towards Agasa. So, Akash moving from surface to air, and it can strike targets up to range of 40 kilometers. And it is where it is tested, Odisha. What is the island? It is now renamed as Abdul Kalam Island, and previously it was called as the Wheelers Island. Astra missile. Astra missile, beyond visual range air to air missile, which has been developed by DRDO. Just know what kind of missile is Astra missile. Astra is a beyond visual range air to air missile, means it will be launched from the aeroplane type or from the fighter jets towards another fighter jet. So Astra, like remember, like some kind of Brahmastra type, like they will use with this flight in the means they will fight with this in the sky only. And who has developed this? This has been developed by DRDO. Then we have Aramdo, Ramado, Aramdo. What is, as the name suggests, armor do. Mahindra has developed this vehicle. This is India's first armored light specialist vehicle, means this is a vehicle that will be used by the people of defense generally for the protection and traveling, like it basically it is an SUV which has been made for the purpose of army people. Ramdo, just remember who is manufacturing it. It is being manufacturer Mahindra. Sorry. We have Ganga Sagar Mela. It is an annual religious and cultural event held at Sagar Island in the Ganga Delta, where Ganga River flows into Bay of Bengal of West Bengal. So this is where is, just we have to know here is in which place is the Ganga Sagar Mela celebrated. So it is celebrated generally in the region of West Bengal. You can clear na Ganga River flows through West Bengal, so it will generally be celebrated in the areas of West Bengal. Next we have Farsi language. Government of India has decided to include Farsi or the Persian language as one of the classical languages in India under the new education policy. So no, here like it is not, government is not adding it into those 22 languages that we know. This is, it is going to be added in the new education policies list. So like Farsi language is, or the Persian language is getting added to the classical languages under the new education policy, not under our constitution ones. So basically it is a language that originates from Iran, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, some Middle East and Central Asian countries. And classic language in India, like just to have a brief idea, what when we can consider an idea language to be having a classical status, it is when it is having high antiquity. Antiquity means it is older, like how many years, around 1500 to 2000 years older language. Then there should be a generation of speakers who are speaking it and consider it as a value. See, for example, in Karnataka we consider language to be a most important thing, and same goes for Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. But Maharashtra Marathi is not considered as a classical language because of its antiquity nature, and it should be original and not borrowed one. Means it has to have its own script that is original and not derived from, say for example, Urdu being derived from Hindi and all such thing. Then what are the benefits if any language gets this classical language status? If any language gets classical language status, then we are going to have international awards, two major annual international awards for it, and a center of excellence of studies will be set up. Next we have Hambi Ki Pattu. Hambi Ki Pattu is a sport of Northeast, and it is mainly, just a minute. Hambi Ki Pattu sport of Northeast gets revival at Karbi Youth Festival. It is also called as Simrit. It is also called as Simrit. Means it is a festival which is celebrated mainly in the northeast part of India, and it is also has other name called as Simrit. To know the location, just look at this. What is it is also called? It is also called as Karbi Youth Festival. Karbi. Whenever you hear the term Karbi, you associate it with Karbi Anglong, which is in Assam region. So this is a part of Assam or the northeast to better. Hambi Ki Pattu. Then let's see about some international news. Free movement regime. First things to know, free movement regime, it is associated with which country? It is associated between India and Myanmar. So when was this free regime established? It was created by the government of India in 2018 under Act East policy, not Look East policy. Here the government is acting towards its goal. So it is Act East policy, and as per this policy, hilly tribes or the people near the border were allowed to travel 16 kilometers from both sides with a pass, and this pass, if they get it once, means it will be valid for an 1 year, and in one visit you can stay there up to 2 weeks without any visa permit. So this is now coming to end. So Union government has decided to end the free regime movement with Myanmar, mainly because of the ongoing issues of terrorism and cross-border transport of drugs and all trafficking such things. So government is feeling this is not apt now. And just to know some basics, Indo-Myanmar, or the Indo-Myanmar border, it Mizoram touches mainly with the four states. They are, means we have the border with Myanmar with four states. One is obviously this Mizoram. Then we have Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh. To go start from top to bottom, we have Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. And Assam Rifles guides this post. Then we have agreement on prohibition of attack against nuclear installation and facilities. So like whenever we hear this term like attack against each other nuclear facility, we directly think of USA and Russia, but no, this is an agreement which is between India and Pakistan. It is also called as nuclear installation agreement. It's a bilateral agreement between India and Pakistan which was signed in 1988. The agreement mainly aims at preventing the accidental or unauthorized attacks on the nuclear facilities. So when this has to be renewed, it has to be renewed from January 1. Basically, like what I think last to last year, some BrahMos missile of India, which was going, which was which they were testing, it accidentally fell into Mira Channu, part of Pakistan. So that was a huge issue. Then India also issued a letter like telling that it was a mistake. So if this happens in case of when the nuclear heads are on the missile, so to avoid such things, this nuclear installation agreement is in force. United Nations Statistical Commission. India has started its 4-year term as a member of United Nations Statistical Commission. Is India heading this commission? No. We have just joined as a member. So just to know some basic things about the United Nations Statistical Commission. This is a part of UN ECOSOC, that is Economic and Social Council, which was established in 1947 when we got independence. Mainly, what it does, it provides statistical services like this is the new methodology and this is the new way of survey and all such things are given by UN Statistical Commission. Just to know, we are not the head of it. We have been just elected as a member. Next, we have Pancheshwara Multipurpose Power Plant. This location is only important. Nepal and India have reached an understanding to take forward the activities of the Pancheshwara multipurpose plant. So this is a project, multipurpose project between India and Nepal, and it is on the Mahakali River, which originates in Himalayas and is a border between in, and yes, it's a border between India and Nepal. On which river? On Mahakal River, between which two countries? India and Nepal. World Heritage Committee. India to become the head chair, head or chair of the World Heritage Committee for the first time. This is important because we are heading this one for the first time as World Heritage Committee. So it is also part of a UN ECOSOC, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and its primary responsibility is to oversee the implementation of World Heritage Conventional Global Treaty. It mainly aims to identify, protect, preserve cultural and natural heritage of outstanding value. And the membership, like, or the chairman which we are getting, will be for 4 years. So, World Heritage Committee means now from now, like, we will be getting more World Heritage to remember. So just remember who is heading it this time, India, and how for how many years? For 4 years, and under which it comes? It comes under UNESCO. Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism. So European Union tariff on carbon intensive products, it will be adopted in 2023 and it will come into force from 2026. So basic things first. So carbon border adjustment mechanism, like they will ask the question, this is related to which thing? It will be options like European Union, then we have European Commission, then we have NATO. Such options will be given. So here the answer will be European Union. What the European Union is doing is they are trying to avoid the goods from the developing countries, where they believe that these goods are mainly produced because by exploiting the nature. So they are trying to adjust the carbon border mechanism. This has been adopted in 2023, but it has not yet come into force. This will be coming into force from 2026. Then we have India United States Trade Policy Forum, and recently its meeting was held in Delhi. It was established in the year 2005 just to strengthen the economic ties between the two nations. World Economic Forum annual meeting. So this is a little bit important. This every year the meeting will be organized, and in the month of January this will always be in the news. So where is the meeting held? It is held in the same place in Davos. And just to know about the basic stuff about this World Economic Forum, when was it established? It was established here in the year 1971 as a non-profit organization. It is in Geneva, Switzerland, and its mission is to improve the state of world by bringing together the world leaders from the various sectors. Means here not only from the economic perspective, all the leaders, philanthropy, environment, science and technology, from artists, all will be called in this forum just to discuss the things that are going in the globe at that stage. So it has an important report which is called as Global Competitiveness Report. So to just to remember it much more better, like World Economic Forum. In economic world there will be a lot of competition, so we can remember something like that. When there is economy, there will be competitiveness. So World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Report. And from Karnataka perspective also this is important, because Karnataka has got an investment on around 22,000 crores during this meet, and the biggest deal was with a WebWorks company, not WORKS, but WERKS, a web works that mainly deals with the data center park and all. And Lulu Group is set to venture into food processing at Vijaypur with plans to invest around 300 crore in a which will be dedicated to exports. So Lulu Group Food Processing Center Vijaypur, 300 crore rupees. Then we have Global Alliance for Global Good, Gender Equity and Equality. So here gender equity is different, gender equality is different. India has recently established a Global Alliance for Global Good, Gender Equity and Gender Alliance. As India has established this, it will be very much important for the exam. When was this established? It was established in the same meeting that we discussed now. It was established in the World Economic Forum's Davos 54th WEF meeting, at which was held at Davos, and it aims to bring together the best practices, knowledges about women education, women health, and enterprises. Means like it is just basically an alliance to do well for the women, and it has been supported by institutions like Bill and Melinda Gates, Center for Industries, Center for Women Leadership, and the network partner is WEF Invest India, and are the international or institutional partners. So basic things to know about this Global Alliance for Global Good, Gender Equity and Equalities. It has been established by India, in which meeting it has been the meeting that was held in Davos of the World Economic Forum. It was a 54th annual meeting there. It was established. What it does is basically it does the work related to welfare of the women, and who are the major supporting partners of it. Not World Bank, not any other bank. It is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the network partner is World Economic Forum. Then non-alignment movement was also in news. This meeting was recently held in Kampala, which is the capital of Uganda. Means non-aligned movement this year held in Uganda, and Uganda has taken the chair, and Uganda has taken the chair from Azerbaijan, and Uganda will be holding the chair till 2027. What's the theme of this meet? Deepening cooperation for shared global affluence is the theme of the NAM. What is it? Let me repeat again. Deepening cooperation for shared global affluence. So this conference mainly originated in the year 1955, and the conference is also important. It was called as Bandunga Conference, and it was held in Indonesia. It initially was to promote economic and cultural cooperation among newly independent nations which came after colonization and imperialism. And things that are important, some important principle of this were non-aggression, territorial integrity, sovereignty, sovereignty and non-interference in internal affairs, and equality among nations. And together all these are called as Bandunga principles. And the NAM summit, which recently was held, this is the highest decision making body, and it will be held in once in 3 years. So this is important, and it is more important from the mains perspective than prelims perspective. In prelims perspective, what is important here is just to know where the meeting was held. Uganda. What was the theme? Deepening cooperation for shared global affluence. And till when the Uganda will hold the chair, it will be till 2027. And when was it established? In Bandunga Conference, 1955, in Indonesia. Then we have Committee on Fisheries. Okay, India has been elected as the first vice chair of Food and Agricultural Organization Committee on Fisheries. So basically, India has been elected as the vice chair for food. committees of fisheries. So it is, as fisheries is something related to food, so who will be heading, so which is a body that will be under, this will be under the Food and Agriculture Organization, which itself is a body under United Nations. So it was established by the Food and Agriculture Organization in the year 1965, and this time India is going to be the vice chairperson, not the head, but the vice of it. Then let's go into some miscellaneous news. Golden Globes Awards first. So this is given by the Hollywood Press Association, and it was started from 1944. It is basically given to award the excellence in American and international film. So it is not only for the America region but also for the international films also. This is important because Natu Natu was from RRR movie, was the first Asian song to win the Golden Globe Award, and A.R. Rahman was the first Indian to win this. So this year 2023, let's know the winners of this one. Best Film, Oppenheimer. Best Film Musical, Poor Things. Best Director, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best Actor, for Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy, and Best Actress was Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Then we have Chandubbi Festival, Chandubi Chandubbi Festival. Chandubbi Festival was celebrated along Chandubbi Lake in the state of Assam. So what we understood basically here, Chandubbi is a lake that is present in Assam. So what is the aim of this festival? Its mainly aim is to promote the ecotourism around this hotspot. So why has this become an hotspot? Because this lake was created as a result of massive earthquake that had happened in the year 1987, and the water came into this gadda, and now this has become a lake. So in the name, just to promote the ecotourism in the region, this lake is helping, and the tribes like Garos, Gorkhas, T tribes, and Rabbas are in this region. So basic things first, like basic things to know here is Chumbi Chandubi festival, where it is celebrated. It is celebrated in the Assam region. Swachh Sarvekshan Awards. These are the annual cleanliness awards which are given by the Ministry of Housing, Urban Affairs and Quality Control of India. And this was launched in the year 2016 along with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. It is mainly given for cleanliness, hygiene, waste management, behavioral change, and community participation. So we have to know which are the toppers. First is Indore, second is Surat, third is Navi Mumbai. So this is the list. Then we have to know basically about the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. When it was launched in the year 2nd October 2014. Why? Gandhiji's birthday. It aims to make India clean and free of open defecation by 2nd October 2019, and it had two components. One was Swachh Bharat Abhiyan Gramin component, and other was a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan urban component. The Gramin component was headed by Ministry of Jal Shakti, and urban component was headed by Ministry of Housing Affairs. Now, like after 2019 over, SBM 2.0 has been started, and some other things to observe here is what is the rank of Karnataka is in Swachh Sarvekshan Award is Karnataka has been ranked 12. It is not in top 10 also, and Mysore is the cleanest city in Karnataka, and it has bagged first among the cities with where population is more than 1 lakh. And other notable things is about Hubli and Dharwad, which has also got the 89th rank. Henley Passport Index. Who releases this index? This has been released by a company, Henley's, in collaboration with the International Air Transport Association. So what does this do? This basically ranks the passports of the nation. Means generally like where we get free access without visa on arrival, such things are more for which passport, means basically it gives which people are welcome more in the world. So who released them? Henley and Partners along with the International Air Transport Association. And who is the topper of this year? Top ranker this year is France. And what is the India's rank? India's rank is 80th last. And we have improved actually, and we can travel to 62 countries without any visa. and Afghanistan occupies the last spot. Basically why? Because of Taliban. And which country has the best climber, means whose passport value has improved, is the United Arab Emirates, means UAE. Dubai has increased and it is placed at 11th place. See, they are improving very much. States startup ranking. It has been given by the Department of Promotion of Industries and International Trade, popularly called the DPIIT or DIPTI. Just remembered something like that. And it was, when was it started? 2018. Who has emerged as the best performer for the consecutive 4 year? Karnataka. When Karnataka is doing so well, so we can expect this in the coming KS exam. So from the last 4 consecutive years, Karnataka has emerged as a topper in the startup ranking, which is by Dipti. And Karnataka government is doing this well because of its one popular scheme which contributes majorly to startup in Karnataka is the Elevate scheme. So in Elevate scheme, what they do is they give 50 lakh rupees for the startups which are in the earliest stage, and they do not expect the return in the form of any equity. Like we are not taking any share of the company, we are just giving them 50 lakh rupees so that uh, they developed their idea into a big startup. So only Karnataka has many startups. And another modified version of this Elevate scheme is Elevate Unnati program. This is also for startup only, but the preferred people who are getting funded under this are people belonging to the SC/ST community, basically to improve their participation in the startup culture. Next we have Khelo India Youth Games 2023. Who is the host? Khelo India. This is the first time this is being held in South India, so this becomes quite important. Khelo India Youth Games is being held in Tamil Nadu for the first time. And Sillabam, a traditional sport of Tamil Nadu, is being introduced as a demo sport in this time. What is this Sillabam? Basically, it is a form of martial arts which they play as a sport, and squash will also be played first time in this one. Here, the thing that is important is the mascot. Mascot here for the Khelo India Youth Games is Veera Mangai, also called as Rani Vellu Nachiyar, who was fondly called as Veeramangi. She was a queen who waged a war against a British colonial rule, and the logo is for this is of the poet Tiruvallar. So basically, what you have to remember in this Khelo India Youth Games is first time it is held in the South India, mainly in Tamil Nadu, and they have introduced a game called as Silavam, which is a kind of martial art. Then the logo is Tiruvallar, and the mascot is Veeramangi or Vellu Nachiyar, Rani Vellu Nachiyar. Airbus A350. Airbus India launched a maiden schedule of commercial flight Airbus A350 from Bangalore to Mumbai. Not that important. Just and one more thing you can remember is Airbus has its headquarters in Netherlands, Leiden, Netherlands. So Ram Mandir was inaugurated and the Ram Pratishtapana took place in, I think it was on 22nd, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So this becomes very important. Generally, they might not have question on this because of it being a religiously debated matter, but to be on the safer side, let us know some basic things which will help us in different exams also, not only for KS but also for the upcoming other exams. Like they may ask these questions in exams like VAO and all, they will ask. So let us remember something. Who is the architect of this Ram Mandir is a basic question. He is Chandrakant Sompura, and he gets help from his two sons Nikhil Sompura and Ashish. So basically, Chandrakant, Nikhil, and Ashish Sompura are the architect of this. So you can use the code word like CAN, Chandrakant, Ashish, Nikhil. And Chandrakant Sompura is also well known for designing Akshardham, and his grandfather has designed the Somnath temple. So basically, you can know how this generational knowledge has been transferred. First, his grandfather designed Somnath temple, then his father designed Akshardham, then he and his sons designed the Ram Mandir. So, what is the style of the temple? Is it in Dravidian style? No, as it is in North India, it will be in Nagara style or Nagara style. And which is the company that has constructed it? The country that has constructed it is the Larsen and Turbo, and the management is by Tata Consulting Engineers and the Idol. The idol. This is very important for the exam of Karnataka because the idol that was sculpted of the Lord Ram was mainly by a person from Karnataka. His name was Arun Yogi Raj from Mysore, and the total height of the temple is around 161 feet. 161 feet, not that important. And steel iron has been completely avoided. Why? Basically, they will rust, so they have been completely eliminated. And bricks with Sri Ram inscribed on them has been used, and the rock that is has a name called a Shilagram rock, and it has been brought from Rajasthan. It is basically three-storied and it has five domes. So it took around 3 to 3 5 years for the completion, and finally we have this Ram Mandir. So Jai Shri Ram. Then we have Karpuri Thakur is in news. He is the former chief minister of Bihar and a socialist icon, and he has been chosen as the highest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna. So this year Bharat Ratna, and in February month also I think we have some people, other people also got Bharat Ratna. We'll do that in next week. So now we have Kapuri Thakur has won the Bharat Ratna award this year, and he belongs to which community? Nai. Nai means barber community. And his notable contribution was the Karpuri Thakur formula, which aimed at providing reservations for the economically backward among the forward classes. Means those people of the higher caste who were poor, he worked for them. So only he is getting the Bharat Ratna award, and he was associated with the Socialist and the Janata Party. Now we have Padma Awards also in news. So, like in India, basically we have three main awards. Uh, Three main awards means in the second category. First always will be Bharat Ratna, and after that, that has the maximum value is these three awards. That is starting from the hierarchy: Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan. Padma Vibhushan is the most designated award. So, like just to know about the basic, these were started in the year 1954, and they are honored to individuals who have made significant contributions in various fields such as art, literature, science, sports, social service, and public affairs at the national and international standards. So, the Padma Vibhushan is the second highest, followed by Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. And the process of selecting the awards involves a committee which is constituted by the Prime Minister's office, and the recommendations made by this are submitted to the Prime Minister and the President for the approval. So, who is the person who is selecting them finally? It is Prime Minister and the President together sit and select these Padma awards, and the PMO with this Prime Minister office mainly creates a list who has to be awarded. So, political thing will be having a lot of interference in this awards as because PMO office is creating it. So basically we have to know some of the names. All names are, the list is very big, but for our examination we will try to know some main things here. So let's know about Padma Vibhushan, which is a major award, means second. First one was Bharat Ratna, which was won by Kapuri Thakur. Kapuri, right? Yeah, Kapuri Thakur. And now the second, like Padma Vibhushan. First is Miss Vijayanti Mala Bali. She is an actress, dancer, and politician. Miss Vijayanti Bali. She has also won Padma Vibhushan. Then Sri Konidella Chiranjeevi. Or just remember Chiranjeevi. You know this actor. He is the Telugu actor and politician, also referred to as megastar. Then we have M. Venkaiah Naidu. M. Venkaiah Naidu basically is our, I think he was the Vice President of India. Then we have Sri Bhindeshwar Pathak. This he is also famous because he was a social activist, and he has a foundation called as Sulabh International, which is very famous because it does works in sanitation, social reforms, and human rights. Then Miss Padma Subramanya, who is a Bharatanatyam dancer. Here, like it is very easy to remember these three names: Chiranjeevi, Venkaya Naidu, and Bhindeshwar Pathak, because these three people are famous. The two names which we have to other name is, just remember two people. Other two people are dancers. Who are the first dancer is Vijayanti Mala, and the second one is a Padma Subramanyam. Both are Bharatanatyam dancers. Just remember this one. Then we have Padma Bhushan awards are also given. Only one award I feel it is important here. That is Shri Young Liu. He gets the award in the international category. He is the chief executive of Foxconn, who has been awarded from Taiwan. So Padma Vibhushan over. Then we have in Padma Bhushan we have only Shri Young Liu, CEO of Foxconn. Then lots of Padma Shri award are there, so we can ignore it. If you want to read, you can read it also, but I feel it better to ignore. All India Survey on Higher Education 2021 to 2022. All India Survey on Higher Education was released, and the female gross enrollment ratio continues to be more than the male gross enrollment ratio for the fifth year consecutively, so that's a good sign. And to know basic things about this survey, Ministry of Education of the Government of India releases survey. It basically aims to collect comprehensive data on various aspects of higher education in the country, of not only of the technical institutions but also of the non-technical institutions. Just it basically deals with the higher education. Then we have tennis Grand Slam. Rohan Bopanna has become the oldest ATP, that is Association of Tennis Professionals Masters 1000 championship at the age of 43. So what is basically Grand Slam? Achieving or winning all major four championship within a calendar year, then it will be called as Grand Slam. So what are those more four major tournaments? They are Australian Open, then we have French Open, then we have Wimbledon, that is in London, then US Open. Then some other important things we will try to know. Radiocarbon dating. Radiocarbon dating, also known as carbon 414 dating, is a widely used method for determining the age of an object containing organic material by measuring the amount of C14 it contains. The dating technique is based on the natural radioactive decay of carbon 14 isotopes. So basically the question they might ask me, like radiocarbon dating is used to find the age of the non-living things. No, but it will be for the living matter or the living organic matter. Organic means it will be living, no? For organic matter they will use to find the age. Then we have to know about virtual asset, virtual digital asset producer providers. Virtual digital asset service providers generally refers to entities that offer services related to virtual assets or digital assets, particularly in the context of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies. These services can include a range of offerings such as cryptocurrency exchanges, wallets, payment processes, and other. Basically, you might have seen these app now, like 1x, like Binomo. These all apps where they will be doing trading with the digital, what we call that, the cryptocurrency cut trading which will happen now. Those trading apps, they are called as the digital asset providers. Means they provide with these digital currencies we are trading, we are doing investment and all things. So it is a virtual asset provider. Just to know basic things which help us to eliminate, which help us to eliminate the answers, not eliminate us. Have to clear, man, and we will clear. India Bangladesh ties. Bangladesh has emerged as India's largest trade partner in South Asia. Bangladesh has emerged as India's largest trade partner in South Asia. Okay, Basavanna is also in news. Karnataka state's government decision of declaring 12th century reformer and Lingayat faith founder Basavanna as the cultural leader, means Basavanna is now the cultural leader of Karnataka. Some just to know some basics about him. He was born in 1105. In Baswan Bagewadi, he was initially born in a Brahmin family in his early life. So he observed the caste-based discrimination when he observed it. So he got fed up of it. Then he rejected his Brahmanical background. Then he devoted himself to Lord Shiva and he embraced a formless concept of God, which we today worship as Ishtalinga. Ishtalinga means it's personal symbol of divinity. Means you might have seen, like your grandfather and grandmothers, or even your parents may have those lingas which they worship. It is just a form of rock where you believe that divinity exists in it. So it's a personalized form of worship. And he also established Anubhava Mantapa. Individuals known as Sharanar could share their experience and inside this Anubhava Mantapa. The profound experience and philosophical insights shared in Anubhava Mantapa are found in his Vachanas. Obviously, Vachanas reflect his commitment to a direct personal relationship with the divine. That only which I told. His teaching emphasized the dignity of labor through the concept of kayaka. You might have heard the saying like kayaka ve kailasa, that is work you worship. So he was the one who gave this concept of kayaka, where he also said that only certain religions are not superior or inferior. All the uh, professions are equal, but no one follows that. Then we have recognition and legacy. He is the founding state of the Lingayat sect, okay, that we know. Okay, then that is done. Now we have come to news in shorts. So let me read it out and you try to recall it. Paramilitary forces are set to adopt the Sandesh app. Okay, what is this Sandesh app? Sandesh app basically means now we are seeing lot of cases of honey trapping in the armed forces, no? So to prevent the messages on the WhatsApp app which are related to official message of the paramilitary forces and the armed forces, they have created a new app called as Sandesh app. Mentor a student initiative. It is by the school education department of school education of Karnataka. It helps students to score well in the test of English foreign language. Means those people who want to move to foreign countries, they will have a test, not TOEFL. So to help them score good in English, government of Karnataka under the department of school education of Karnataka has established an initiative called as Mentor a Student Initiative. Then we have the Kanaka line or the corridor 4 will connect Hellige in southern Bengaluru to Rajakunte in the north suburbs. Connect line, like it is in Bangalore, just know that. Karnataka government to introduce common calendar, fee structure and evaluation process in the public university in accordance with the recommendations of Y.S. Siddegowda report considered with the Karnataka State Higher Education Council. Means Karnataka government has established an council, had established a committee under the leadership of Y.S. Siddegowda. So what it has said is like established common calendar, fee structures, and you all know this because of some political activities that are going at the school and at the colleges level, which was quite famous last year. Then we have Karman line. Karman line. This is a 100-kilometer line above the Earth. Means if we travel 100 kilometer above Earth, we'll get 100 after 100 kilometers. We can see our right side can see the curvature of the Earth. So this marks the end of the Earth's atmosphere and the beginning of the space. Then we have Smart 2.0, scope for mainstreaming Ayurvedic research among teaching professionals by Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Science. So what is, they will just ask the question what is smart 2.2, sometimes saying related to options will be like smart is related to education, one will be like startup, but it is difficult to identify it is related to Ayurveda. So it is basically aims to mainstream the Ayurveda by promoting research on it in the Ayurvedic science colleges and hospitals. Then we have an inscription was recently found which was written in Kannada and it was found in Goa, mainly Kakod, at Mahadeva temple. Then we have ERNET. India has newly developed an integrated web portal for educational institutions in the countries by Ministry of Electronics, website as a service in learning management system. Just know that ERNET is an application that has been developed by Ministry of Electronics which mainly deals with the education. Then we have Padma Shri awardee Rani Machia, an esteemed exponent of Ummatkat folk dance art, Kodagu has been named as a Kur Person of the Year. So above, when Padma Awards, which we discussed now, there we missed Padma Shri award. We only knew one guy, Liu Young something was there, who was head of Foxconn. So in we that was Padma, I think Bhushan, yeah, that was for Padma Bhushan. In Padma Shri we did not read anything. So if it is important, we are reading now. Now we can important Padma Shri award which we have to remember is Rani Machai. She is from Coorg and she has also got the award of the Coorg Person of the Year 2023, and she is an esteemed exponent of the Ummat Ummat Katha folk or the dance form in Kodagu. Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has submitted three nominations from India for wetland city. So it is just a nomination, so no need. South Korea recently introduced a new visa for foreigners, allowing them to visit country on working holiday or vacation. Grama Kannada Audio Search is an search engine for Tumkuru dialect. It has been developed by Triple ITB, that is International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, that is Grama Kannada Audio Search. South Korea bans the production and sale of dog meat. Very bad. You know, like South Korean dogs now, they will be small, small, so they feel they are cute, so they want to bang if anyone eat them. So South Korea is banning the sale of dog meat. Prime Minister's shares devotional bhajan Sabne Tumhe Pukara Shri Ramji sung by Hariharan. So when the Pran Pratishtapana was going on 22nd, Prime Minister in his tweet had mentioned this thing Sabne Tumhe Pukara hai Shri Ramji, who has sung this. This was sung by Hariharan. So this rarely they might ask it, but in some railways exam in the center they might ask it. So better to remember. International Purple Festival. This is a 6 day celebration empowerment of persons with disabilities and it is held in Goa. So just know International Purple Festival is associated with a person with disabilities and it is held in Goa. Bengaluru Rural District Police in collaboration with the Alliance University has organized Say No to Drugs campaign. Karnataka Forest Department recently started a collection of green tax of rupees 10 from the two-wheelers and 20 rupees while passing through the Bilgiri Rangaya Hills, BRT Hills, and the BRT Tiger Reserve. Okay. Then we have an NSPAD project, that is National Surveillance Program for Aquatic Animal Disease Project, has introduced a mobile app called the Report Fish to track and monitor fish diseases across the country. So Report Fish, what is this? This is an app which has been by National Surveillance Program for Aquatic Animals. Hubble Space Telescope recently captured a galaxy name. This is MCG name, so you can know about it as a galaxy something kind of thing. Then India's first national steel slag highway, which is at NH66 Mumbai Goa, and from where the steel slag is used from JSW. State-owned Khanij Bideshi India Limited, that is Kabil. It has got the permission for the exploration of 5 blocks in Argentina. This is the first ever lithium exploration and mining project of government company, that is Kabil. Field Marshal K.M. Karyappa became the first Commander-in-Chief of Indian Army. He took over authority from the British commander Francis Butcher and he became the first Indian to command the army and its long rich history. This is because we have to know this because this was explained in the Indian Army Day. Then we have Corbevax. Corbevax is India's first indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine based on protein subunit platform. Means here they are not giving us the entire virus to fight in the vaccine. They are just giving the proteins that are that helps our bodies to recognize the original COVID. So this is a protein-based vaccine, and WHO has approved it for emergency use, and it has been by MESI Hyderabad-based Biological E Limited, that is BE. R. Pragnananda recently defeated world champion Ding Liren of China in the fourth round of Tata Steel Test tournament. He has surpassed the legendary Vishwanathan Anand. Pakke Pagga Hornbill Festival is held in Arunachal Pradesh. Then we have REC Limited issues inaugural Japanese yen 61 billion green bonds under the Global Medium Term Notes program. Japan recently landed a spacecraft called a SLIM, Smart Lander for investigating Moon. This is a mission to Moon. SLIM. Indian Space Research Organization has developed a improvised disaster alert transmitter generally for the fishing boats. Then we have new innovative plant inspired robot named as Philibot has been developed which climbs the trees like vines. Then we have government has given administrative approval for installing the statue of the former Chief Minister Devraj Aras in front of the DC office in Mysore. Republic Day flower show was mainly held in Lalbagh and nearly 95,000 people visited it. And the theme around this year, which it was designed, was the social reformer and the cultural reformer of Karnataka, and that is Basavanna. Ministry of Agriculture is doing voluntary carbon market, and Dr. Nityananda, who discovered India's first oral contraceptive pill Saheli, has passed away recently. Okay, now we come to other short news that I had tried to collect from some other sources. Okay, first is Tanseek 2024. Tanseek, like you can know, this is some kind of Arabic name. So, uh, this is an exercise between India and Saudi Arabia. So, Tanseek Sada Tanseek 2024. And it is okay. Then we have Desert Cyclone. Desert cyclone is between India and UAE. So desert cyclone means, like, you can remember this, like, Saho movie na, in that there will be a cyclone in the desert. So that movie was shot in Dubai. So desert cyclone movie will be in India and UAE. Then we have exercise dark desert night. Sorry, exercise desert night, which has been conducted by uh, UAE, France, and Indian Air Force over the Arabian Sea. And this year on 26th Jan, we have some of the best tablets that we have to remember. First prize was gone to Odisha because of their women empowerment tablets, which focus on Viksit Bharat women. Second was to Gujarat. Specifically, they shown the village Dodo village. This is the best tourism village. Then third prize was to Tamil Nadu Kudavale system of ancient type of elections or democracy. India has around 718 snow leopards, and the first ever survey to was conducted just to explore them, and the highest are in Ladakh. And you have to know that snow leopard is also the state animal of Kyrgyzstan, KY, not KZ, KY, Kyrgyzstan. India's first graphene center is in Kerala. Just know that Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh unveils India's first hygienic food street that has been called as Prasadam. Then we have Farsi language that has been included. You know about that. Ayodhya Airport is named as Maharshi Valmiki International Airport because Valmiki has written Ramayana. Then Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has inaugurated the first all-girl Sainik school in Vrindavan, Uttar Pradesh. So Vrindavan, Mathura district, Uttar Pradesh. All-girl Sainik school. Just remember it. And the Kelo India Youth Games that which we discussed above, na, Mangi, some ruler was there. She was the Rani who fought against British. So, who is the winner of that? Maharashtra has got the highest. Then we have Tamil Nadu, then Haryana. It was held in Tamil Nadu, who have got second rank. Now, just some basic appointments. PepsiCo, whose head now is Jagrut, and Daljit Singh has been appointed as the DG of Sahastra Simabal, and Vikas Sheel, an IAS officer, has been appointed as the Executive Director of Asian Development Bank, which was established in the year 1966 in Philippines. And Raghuram Iyer has been appointed as the CEO of Indian Olympic Association. Rashmi Shukla has become the Maharashtra's first woman Director General of Police. Then, where did the BRICS chairmanship took place? I think Putin is heading the BRICS chairmanship for 2024. Then we also had some ICC awards which were important. Who is the T20 Cricketer of the Year 2023? Of course, Surya Kumar Yadav. ICC Men's Cricketer of the Year, Pat Cummins, just for the World Cup. ICC Men ODI Cricketer of the Year, Virat Kohli, highest run scorer also. ICC Men's Test Cricketer, Usman Khwaja. I don't know why. ICC Women's ODI Cricketer of the Year, Chamari Attapattu of Sri Lanka. Then BCCI is also giving some awards. So we have to know some important awards. Yes, as CK Naidu Lifetime Opportunity Award. It is given to Farooq Engineer and Ravi Shastri. Then we have Polly Umrigar Award, or the Best International Cricketer Award. Men has been given to Shubman Gill. Best International Cricketer Women to Deepti Sharma. Then we have Savita Kanswal posthumously was honored with the Tenzing Award for her exceptional achievements in the field of mountaineering. Singapore's Changi Airport has been called as the best airport of the year 2023. Just look at it, how gorgeous it is. Then we have to know about one book that was important. It is Conversations with Aurangzeb, a novel by Charu Nivedita, and it has been translated to in English by Nandini Krishnan. Australian Open, like you saw in the Grand Slam, like in doubles category, I think Rohan Bopanna has won. No? In the single men category, Australian woman Jannik Sinner had won this, and he has defeated Daniel. J defeats D. Jannik defeats in the Australian Open, and in the women category, Arya. Just remember Arya. Rohan Bopanna becomes the oldest man to reach the world number one position in ATP double, and who is his partner? Matthew Ebden. At what age? 43. Kartavya Path in Delhi, where the 75th Republic Day was held, and who was the chief guest? Emmanuel Macron. What was the theme? Viksit Bharat and Bharat Loktantra ki Matruka. This they have given mainly because this election is there, na? Then we have Pragyananda surpassed Vishwanath Anand to become the number one chess player. Then we have the 12th General Assembly on Asian Buddhist Conference. Where was this held? This was mainly held in New Delhi. Mansingh, definitely he will be there for running, so he has won gold medal in Asian Marathon, which was held in Hong Kong. Denis France, the president of the 78th session of the United Nations General, has arrived in New Delhi. So he is the 78th session head of the UN. A Pran Pratishtapana ceremony took place in January 2020. Yeah, I was right.